Start. Hey everyone, good evening. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And tonight I'm Aisling Cunningham, for those who don't know me, Nucerity Diamond here in Brisbane. And tonight I want to talk a little bit about residual income, what it is, why we want it, and how we get it in Nucerity, and the Autoship, the power of the Autoship, and the reason we need the Autoship, the importance of our business. Now, I'm repeating a wonderful presentation that our Blue Diamond Eva Bergstrom did last night in Brisbane, and we always talk about duplication. I'm duplicating what she did because it was awesome. And I think a lot of people, the feedback was it was great, lots of knowledge. So I'm going to tell you a bit about that. So just give me 1 second. As usual, I'm just going to share my screen. So just give me a second to set that all up for you. Okay, let's just get that smaller. Okay, guys, so let me just 1 second. There we go. That's it. So what is residual income? In a network economy, residual income is income received on a regular basis, weekly or monthly. We get paid weekly, derived from the marketing efforts of other distributors in a sponsor's downline or the efforts of the sponsor. It is income received on a regular basis that is created without the distributor personally doing the direct work. That's pretty powerful. I have to admit, I didn't really know about residual income at all, actually, at all. I always knew, though, being a makeup artist, you're paid per hour or you're being paid per day, similar to a lot of service-type jobs. So there was really a cap on what I could do because I could only work a certain amount of hours. So I sort of knew in my mind the most I could ever make. Residual income blows that out of the water because what you can make is uncapped, really, and that's terribly exciting, I think, a new way of looking at things. Now, why it's so important, I think, to understand residual income, and especially to understand Autoship, which we'll explain as well, is that you need to explain that to new people that are joining your business. You need to explain what it is that they will get from this company and why residual income is different from anything else they've ever done, any other job. Usually we're paid as well. You work a week, you get paid, or you work a job, you invoice, you get paid. That's what people are used to. It's a different way of thinking. And why is it important? Well, it truly is economic leverage, because if you earn money from the investments and the efforts of other distributors, and hear that again, it's the investments of other distributors, you're not investing in them, they are, financially I mean, you did not personally pay them. And that's incredible as well. It's real economic power. And also, if you imagine, if you have a team and maybe, let's say 10 of them are putting in 20 hours a week, maybe 20 of them are only putting in 2 or 3 hours a week, but a few of them are like me and they're putting a hell of a lot more in every week. That's a lot of hours that you are going to benefit from that other people are doing, and that truly is economic leverage at its best. So what does it mean for you and for me? It basically means, as I said, it's untapped. The potential we have is the earning potential of a CEO without making that massive, large investment. You're now earning money while you're on vacation, even while you sleep, and I can attest to that. It's fantastic. If you do go on holidays, if something happens in life, you have to take a step back, you will still get paid for efforts you've put in. And I've seen it in my team. We've had team members that for personal reasons had to step back for a couple of weeks. They still got paid because of efforts they've done, whereas in a traditional job, that often doesn't happen. So you now have more economic power than a doctor or a lawyer. You make the money without seeing a patient or client. I'm actually from a family of doctors, so that's kind of exciting. And as Eva often says, it's the gangster money. She's making legal gangster money, which I think is hilarious, but it's true. So we're all little gangsters in training, I think. So how can it impact you? Like, how can residual income impact your life? Well, if you made $200 a month in residual income, that might impact your life. You might want more than that, though. But to just make that, if you were trying to make that through a bank account and where you're earning interest, so you want to make $200 on a bank account, you would need to have almost $500,000 in the bank at today's interest rate. And I will sort of say this slideshow is a little bit old, so it might be different, but it gives you an idea of the massive figure that you need to make $200 in interest. $500 a month in residual income with Nucerity, which I know a lot of people on the call are making that and a lot more per month. But you'd need more than $1 million in the bank at today's interest rates or similar. Over $1 million in the bank, that's phenomenal. So Nucerity is a multi-level marketing company. So we're not direct sales. There's often confusion about that. We do not do direct sales. We don't have to hold stock if we don't want to. I hold a little tiny bit of stock. You can see it, not much, just to give to people to get their immediate use so they can start using it immediately. But we don't have to. You don't have to hold any stock at all. Direct sales companies like Tupperware or Avon, they sell product. So they're searching for salespeople that are good at selling products. We do not have to do that. Multi-level marketing companies sponsor and teach people how to build a residual income by sharing the products they use and endorse. And I love the word share because it truly is what we do. Often new team members might say, but I can't sell, I'm not a salesperson. Well, I'm not a salesperson either. And we don't want you to sell. We really don't. We want you to share. And when I say share, we want you to share your experience with the product and share your experience with the company, because that's what will attract people to you and attract people to want, what you have. This business and Nucerity, it's an emotional product and it's an emotional business. And anyone that's been in the business for any amount of time will see that. If any of you have had goosebumps moments, that happens a lot in our meetings. People often say, oh my God, I just got massive goosebumps. It's an emotional response. And it's because so many amazing things happen to people when they are in this business. At the meeting last night, I was talking to one of our distributors and she said she's just blown away by the emphasis on self-improvement and self-belief and building yourself. And she'd never imagined that a skincare company, that's what it would be about. But as we know, that's exactly what Nucerity and the three gentlemen that own it, they're big on that. Hence having someone as amazing as Jack Canfield present for us at the conference this year, because that's what they know we all want and we love it. And something I definitely haven't expected from the company. So yeah, it's just share your experiences, don't sell. Now the other thing is successful network marketers will make a 2-year commitment to achieve residual income. So that's a 2-year commitment to Autoship. I'm going to disagree though. I think it should be, well, it does say plus there. Commit to more than that. I certainly did. I had it in my brain. In my mind, I know this is me forever now, but I'd always sort of thought, well, I'm going to give this a good 5 years, One, I've been in traditional business before. I know how long it takes to build up businesses. So the 2 years didn't scare me, so I thought I'd take it on a bit longer. But I have been in the business now for more than 2 years, and thank God I did stay on the Autoship because it has been able to give me the bonuses, the ability to go on the trips, things like that. Awesome reasons to stay on your Autoship. So commit, if you haven't yet, commit to 2 or more years. The other reason as well is because this is a business that you're learning, that you're not going to make money immediately. You might make $30 here and there a week, but you've got to give it some time to really build up. But when you do make the money, you're going to really enjoy it. It's often people might say, oh, my friend, she did network marketing. She did it for 3 months and she didn't make much money. So yeah, it didn't really work. Yeah, of course it didn't work. She only did it for 3 months, so of course it didn't work. A lot of people as well that have said, I don't think it's for me because I'm obviously not doing it right because I keep getting no's, so it's not for me. You keep getting no's, but you got to keep going until you get the yeses. So if you stop then, of course you're not going to get any yeses. Of course you won't. You won't learn. Marty and I often think, when you're doing this business and you've got a goal, we know there's a path we all have to be on and the way we do things, and the company sets us up. Every now and then we might deviate a few percent. Just try and deviate back. Just make some changes. And it happens to us all. Make some changes, get back on track. And the track is the 4 steps to success in Nucerity. And if you don't know them, write them down. Write a list. Learn to intrigue and invite. Learn to share and present. Follow up. So write a list. Start intriguing and inviting. Sharing, presenting, and following up. That's the 4 steps. You keep repeating that. And we keep repeating that as well. I'm constantly recruiting, not just mentoring. we're constantly trying to recruit as well, constantly looking at our list and re-looking at it so I can get that gangster money as well. And this is obviously something that ever passes on to all of us. That's what we have to keep doing. And number 5, we've added another 5th one in there, is to turn up to the weekly meetings, turn up to the events, turn up to the calls. All of you guys on the calls, I often see the same names pop up, which says a lot. It says heaps, those people that are always on the calls, because you do want to learn and you do keep turning up. Turn up to your meetings wherever you are, if you have local meetings, and come to the events and do whatever you can to get to your events. Some of you may have heard the story before, but Marnie and I could not afford to send me to Vancouver. She was about to have a baby. Yeah, we could not actually afford it, but we just decided last minute we had to. And through various means, we made it happen. Sometimes when you want something to happen, you will do whatever it takes to make it happen. And we did, and it changed the course of our business, because I came back and said, that's it. We need to be a diamond. We just have to. It's amazing, this company. So yeah, make that 2-year commitment with yourself. And it's the Autoship is the engine that fuels the residual income. So what is your Autoship? So your Autoship is an automatic monthly purchase of a product for you to personally use or to share with prospective customers and distributors. It is a primary vehicle to build that residual income. Now, it's so important that people do not get scared of the Autoship when they first join you. And you can actually maybe don't even use the word Autoship. I often say, now, once you join, to get that residual income I was telling you about, you're going to get your product sent to you every month. It's a convenience thing. It's absolutely fantastic. And it allows you to get that commission. Having the convenience, to me, I love it. You can also liken it to something else. People often think of, some people get, oh gosh, what are some companies that do it light and easy? That's an automatic one, if you've ever done that. And Coles, grocery stores do automatic auto ships. There's a lot of different companies that do automatic auto ships, and it's convenience. I said this last night, and it's a true story. I ran out of my favorite makeup last night, and it's a new one, and I absolutely love it. And you can only get it in the city. I'm rarely in the city, rarely. I haven't been there for months, and it just annoys me. I'm probably going to find someone that can go get it for me. I really wish it was on an auto ship and that it could have arrived yesterday. So if you tell people it's a convenience thing, it's awesome, because once you start, you will not want to run out of this. So frame it in that sense. Now, to frame it for you who are already on auto ship, if you go away, you go on holiday and you think, well, I don't need it this month, or if you, maybe you feel you've got product ranking up and you don't need any more, you're going to go away for the month, so you're like, I will not need it. Do not cancel your auto ship. And I tell this to people when they do ring me and say that, I don't need any more. Don't cancel it, even if you don't need the product. If you cancel it, it flushes any points immediately. And that's potential money that is there for you to make in your business. So what I want you to do from now on is to consider your auto ship as the entire monthly expense of your business. So from this moment on, this is the great thing is we get to use a product, so we get something for it. But this is a non-negotiable bill. It's like your rent. It's like your electricity bill. It's your phone bill. When you go away, you don't stop. You don't say, well, I don't need my rent this month, so I'll pop that on hold. I don't need the electricity. You keep it going, and that's what this is. You would never put your business on hold. It's your monthly bill. So try and think of it like that. Shannon Melnick once told us, and I know she doesn't mind me telling this, she said it publicly, but she's invested, she said, about $8,000 of usable skincare in 5 years. That's not much, over 5 years. But for that $8,000, she's earned way over $1 million pay packet. I reckon that's a pretty good return on investment. So maybe start thinking of Autoship like that. And Autoship, of course, for those who don't know, is 100 points per month, which is the equivalent to 2 or 3 of our products. So what is the significance of Autoship and being on it, and what does it mean in your business? Well, 10 years ago, there was a study done on Autoship programs in multi-level marketing. And what the study showed was that 92% of people who signed up on an Autoship program when enrolled as distributors were still with their company after 2 years, still on Autoship. This number is phenomenal. That's a lot of people still on Autoship. And 85% of those people were earning regular commission checks. And as I said, we've got people in our team that aren't necessarily business builders, but they create an income because they told enough people they're getting regular commission checks. they will never go off their auto ship. Or we have people that just love the product so much, the convenience, they will never go off it. So it's a powerful, powerful thing. And what does it mean for you? Well, I can sign you up on Autoship and give you a 92% chance to succeed within 2 years. Or I can sign you up without Autoship and give you a 92% chance to fail within 2 years. It's your choice. So Autoship really is absolutely critical to our success. And without it, you're really only hoping for residual income. So if someone does ring and say, look, I do think I'm going to cancel it because things are banking up, just tell them those tips I've just told you, because if they do still want to try and make income, they need to see the importance of it. And as I said as well, when you're on Autoship, it gives you the ability to get the 10 ways we get paid, and we get paid more than just through the Autoships. We get those bonuses. We get paid on generations as well. That's the generations. You get a percent of people you enroll and the people that they enroll, and that's a significant part of our paycheck. It ends up being for most people just as much as big as all the volume through the Autoship as well. You get the beautiful life bonus when you get to emerald and diamond levels. You get shares in the company when you get to a diamond level. That's incredible. And yes, staying on Autoship as well gets you the ability to go on the trips, like the wonderful Vietnam trip and the wonderful Hawaii trip that's coming up as well. So residual income basics. So it's not, as we said, it's not a 90-day venture. This requires commitment. It's a minimum to 1 to 2 years. And I think the wonderful thing is, and I think the inspiring thing is, we've seen it in Australia with quite a few people now who are doing it, building residual income, I think relatively quickly, within 1 to 3 years, is pretty good for what's happened in Australia. So I think that's incredibly inspiring for a whole load of different people. We've got so many gems now, so many more gems coming up, so many more diamonds by the end of the year. And that'll be within such a short time, which is phenomenal. And that can be any of you, all of you. So stay on Autoship. Then what you do is you've got your independent business center. That's you in the blue. Then you get one person on your right. Sorry, that's your left. One person on your left, one person on your right. And then you get them to do the same. It's that simple. You must get your 2-person enrolled distributors to understand this and then help them duplicate. And repeat the process and continue to repeat the process. Eva last night was saying that she enrolled, that the maximum you need to enroll to max out the plan is only 4 on each side. It's 8 people. A lot of people do enroll a lot more than that. But Eva has enrolled 4 people on the left, or she had done 4 on the right, and that actually got her to a diamond rank. I think that's phenomenal. That's absolutely a testament to the amount of support that she gave to those 8 people. And from that, and then the support she gave to all the thousands. I can't remember the figure she said of how many are in the team, but it's in the thousands, and she's now enrolled a few more after that. So that's the key. When you do enroll the 2, is to help them enroll the 2 and help them, and so forth and so forth. Get that duplication happening. Now, I love these little diagrams. This is regardless of, this just shows you how much money you can make getting a certain amount of people on Autoship. So regardless of the sponsor, just 20 distributors on Autoship will make you $120 a month. So we'll look here. This is you. This is your independent business center. You've enrolled a couple of people. They've enrolled a couple of people. This guy here, he enrolled people, but this person in black, these are people who are not on Autoship, and that happens. It's part of the business. I remember the first person that went off Autoship in my business, and I just thought, what have we done wrong? What's happened? It's part of the business, and it will happen. It has to happen. It's a natural thing in life. In any business, it will happen. People will come, people will go. We want the majority to stay, but not everybody will. So you might have a certain amount of people in your team, but we're looking at who are on Autoship, because that's what's going to get you the residual income. So in this little example here, we've got 1,000 volume, so 1,000 points coming up through your left and 1,000 coming up through your right. And as you know, every time you get 250 on this side and 250 on that side, the company will give you $30 US. Now ignore this dollar sign here. That shouldn't actually be there. That's not about dollars, that's points. So every 250 there, 250 there, we call that a cycle. So if you've got 1,000 points on either side, divide that by 250, you've got 4 cycles. So we times that by the 30 US, you're going to get $120 a month, which is nice, but I think you all deserve a lot more than that. Here we go. If you would like to make $360 a month, you would need to have 62 distributors on Autoship. So you can see down here with all of these Autoships going through, there's 3,100 on both sides. Now, again, we divide that by 250. That gives us 12.4 cycles, but we round down to 12 cycles. Those extra points, don't worry, they'll roll over to the next week, and that'll give you $360 per month, and so forth. Then it gets bigger. Regardless of sponsor, you've got 1,000 distributors on Autoship. You're going to make $6,000 a month. That's more like it. That's what we want to all see. And we all want to see, yeah, 6,000 plus each. If you wanted to make that a month in, say, in interest, that'd be over 13 million in the bank, which is amazing. So this is with 500 distributors on either side. That's 50,000 on either side. That's 200 cycles times 30, 6,000. If I've gone too fast or if someone doesn't understand that, do ask your sponsor or your mentor. So once it makes, because it does make sense, but I know if you're hearing it for the first time, it can be confusing. And we'll ignore this down here. We're not a big fan of Donald Trump at the moment, a few of us, so we'll ignore that. Now, getting started in this business takes 3 simple steps. You enroll. Now, as you see, 59 US, it's no longer that, which is awesome. They've halved that this year, so it's now 30 US, which is fantastic. You activate. So you get any product package of 100 CV or more. The best value, I think, is the builder pack. And then you enroll 2 people on your left and your right, and now you're qualified and you will remain active. They have to be on Autoship for you to be active and for you to be able to create income. So that's the key. If your first 2 enrollees stay on Autoship, the Autoships equal 100 on the left and 100 on the right for you, then you'll always be active. And here's a little diagram of it again. That's you. Activate, have 2 people, and then teach the power of the Autoship. Sponsor and teach it. And again, this just repeats it again. Step 1, enroll. Step 2, get an activation pack. Step 3, enroll in Autoship to remain active, and duplicate, help. And welcome to the path of residual income. So residual income is absolutely critical in building your, hang on, I'm just going to close my screen there. Critical to building your residual income. Autoship is the absolute key. The other key, though, you could stay on Autoship, is actually taking the action. And we talk about this all the time. When you start, you're learning. And the best way to learn, I always say, is actually to do. We can teach you. You can have the best mentor, and there's some great mentors in this company in Australia. We're really very lucky. But you could be getting mentored by any of the awesome mentors we have. But unless you actually take action, you can be the eternal student. You won't be able to get any of that residual income. So I would say take action as quick as you can. Don't overthink it. Just do it. And yeah, and just go from there. So I hope, guys, that that's given you a little bit of ideas of the power of residual income. I hope you're excited by getting it. I absolutely love it. It's life-changing, and we all truly deserve it. Everybody in Nucerity absolutely deserves it. And if you keep taking action and taking those steps, remember those 4 steps I told you to take, write your list, invite and intrigue, share, present, and then follow up. And follow up is so important. So thanks, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week for another training. See ya.